Do you ever wonder what happens when we use identities of the people that we're fighting against or with? Like, what do you think that, what do you think Jia Zishun thinks if you're fighting alongside her with Ishmael, or if you fight against Zilu using Zilu Forced? I know some people have made fun comics about it on Reddit, at least. Anyway, greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamak. This is, Spring Cultivation. We can do the cultivation minigame now. Actually, classes aren't in session yet. Okay, 8.5.4. 30 days of classes, and it's still not using any energy tanks. Zilu and Sword appear to have aged several years overnight, their faces sunken and sallow. Finally, after referencing the idiosyncrasies and various statistical data available to us regarding each sinner, we managed to come up with an appropriate curriculum. I have not slept at all. Miss Zilu? Apologies. Sleep deprivation has relieved me of a clear mind. The path of an educator is truly a grueling one. Marching to battle would be much easier. Still, thanks to Mr. Jiaku's methodology you shared, we did manage to find a way to make this quite efficient. Efficient, huh? To be a true family hierarch, there are dozens, hundreds of virtues one must understand and master. However, to do so in 30 days as promised is an implausible effort. I've already forgotten what you were saying. Thus, we have categorized the countless virtues into 3 supercategories, and they are called... What's this UI for? What are these supposed to be? Ji, Yong, Ren. Ji, wisdom. The wise lose neither people nor words. To hold one's silence in need of speech shall cost them people. To speak in need of silence shall cost them words. A reasonable sequence of logic. Yong, courage. The ability to overcome fear, to act decisively. Have too much of it and risk becoming a brute. Have too little and risk becoming a craven. It needs harmony and balance. So how far are we allowed to go with the corporal punishment again? I recall no instance of any discussion regarding corporal punishment. And Ren, humanity, is the benevolence of heart, the compass of behavior that takes respect toward every human. Clearly most of the faculties of this school are severely lacking in all 3 of your criteria. Just how do you think they'll be able to teach the students anything? I think humanity is actually the one thing that hierarchs of the past haven't had. But that's just me judging from our previous boss. Yeah, like a certain someone who needs a lesson in Ren. Are you sure I'm in good hands? Just what the heck am I supposed to learn here? Where's Wei? Mr. Wei and Miss Zigong are currently quite preoccupied with handling the monumental task of paperwork. Alright, Mr. Wei wanted me to deliver this message to you. Be strong, my lady. Wei! Despite her protestations, the 30 days of classes commenced. Did I actually remember to add my own or... Darn it, I don't think I remembered to check my video to make sure that the remix counted. Please let the audio actually work this time. Or rather last time. Oh hey, this thingy. Day 1. Ji Yong Ren. The goal in this game mode is to raise the main stats as high Ji, Yong, and Ren as high as possible over the 30 class days. Each class specializes in raising different traits. Some classes may raise or lower the students' morale values. Okay, so that's the purple one. Aside from days with fixed classes, you can choose up to 3 classes per day. The variety of selectable classes grows as the day goes by. Classes can end in success or failure. A successful class will greatly increase the amount of stat gained, but a failed class will greatly reduce the amount gained. High morale has high chance to become successful. Class combos are class combinations that give certain bonus effects when those classes are taken on the same day. Once you discover a combo, you can preview its activation in the schedule menu. Taxidermy geniuses. View all discovered and undiscovered combos in the combo list. Once you've selected all classes, select Begin Class to begin class. Classes progress automatically. During class, you can view the students' changing stat values in real time. Taking a class gives XP. Once a class XP is maxed out, the class will be upgraded. Taking higher level classes will yield more stat increases. Note that the classes cannot become upgraded beyond Master. So it does raise the stats he gives, or rather the focus stat he gives, but it also increases the morale penalty. Raising Z, Yong, or Ren stats beyond a specific level, while upgrading a class to a certain level will enhance the student's combat prowess. These enhancements are applied separately for Jia Zishun and Sinclair. Select the magnifier icon here to view Jia Zishun's detailed stats. On certain dates, combat encounters may occur in place of classes. Jia Zishun will be participating in these encounters on her own. Skill slots are chained automatically. Press the gong-shaped button to begin the combat phase. Only by winning the combat encounter can she progress to the next day or the next class. Oh no, we're just going to hit her with 3 classes of... We're just going to hit her with 3 classes of Yi Seng, aren't we? Yeah, she's gonna need that slash resistance. My name is Yi Seng. That is all. The class I have prepared for the day... I've heard plenty about your mirror tech. Which makes me wonder... Going by the level of advancement in that technology, couldn't you have approached it from a different angle? You know how technological advancement usually goes? People invent for the sake of creation, only to have their inventions inevitably warped into weapons of destruction. Indeed, you show much promise already. As you surmise now, the mirror has, in the past, almost been employed to shatter possibilities instead of reflecting them. I'm sure that's the angle most others wanted to see happen. Removal of potential risks sounds more palpable than potential itself to some people after all. Correct again. Yet destruction was a word that bore too much suffering for my heart. My sole egress from it was abandonment of my quantum fellows and my life's work, making myself a fugitive from the past. How did you bring yourself to just abandon it all? I conversed. With who? With myself that lies within me. As you are aware, the mirror's reflection extends beyond the veils of our own reality. It reflects the potentialities, the latent strength, and the world. Yet, even among them, the reflection of greatest importance is that of the self. Let not the innumerable worlds of the mirror enchant your gaze. First must one direct their studies inward and reflect upon oneself. Metaphysical approach to ego in the reflected world. I had a very precious time learning to converse with my inner self. 27 points. Jia Zishun has grown. Sinclair has grown. +6, +6, +27. Now, if you are prepared, do explain what you see in the mirror. You needn't haste. For some reason, Zishun appears to hesitate before the mirror. Hey, it's been a while since I looked into the mirror for so long. My lady, do you recall Sun Zhen of the Shi family who contacted you for a meeting? Yeah, the guy who said he was going to show me a precious flower that blooms only at night? I remember you were vehemently against me going out there, so I stayed inside. I wonder what kind of flower it was. Don't tell me you were actually looking forward to meeting him, my lady. Oh, of course not. You were wise to stay inside. It was revealed that you weren't the only person who was invited, my lady. That vile man hired out a group of assassins to ambush the meeting spot. He would have been waiting there to spring the trap had you gone. But apparently he was outplayed and had his limbs and head torn off as punishment. What a relief, isn't it? I guess. I'm glad I didn't go away. You were right. If only you still had the Wu branch under your control. Stop it. We agreed to move on from that, remember? We don't have to talk about it. Oh, so she actually did at some point control the entire Wu Heisho. I was brushing my hair and looking in the mirror as we were talking, but I realized that I no longer recognized the girl in the mirror. I don't know why, but I found it so hard to meet her eyes. But I brushed it off because I had to. An experience like that was going to be a common occurrence anyway, and the family hierarchy was always looming on the horizon. Perhaps what you felt then may have been shame. But it is paramount to face oneself nonetheless. Nay, especially so if it was. And Sinclair, what do you see? I see... Well, I just see myself smiling. I don't see what's so out of the ordinary. But it seemed like Sinclair couldn't really bring himself to face the mirror. Hey, after what we just discussed, I think I understand something now. Now that I've had some quiet time to look at my reflection, I think I uncovered a part of myself I've hidden away for a long time. I learned how to be more true to myself by looking into the mirror. Ooh, it's not as critical a success this time. I had a very precious time learning to converse with my inner self. Class, metaphysical approach to ego and in a reflected world leveled up to expert. She got a slash resist of negative 0.25. Oh, Don Quixote is giving out lots and lots of morale though. That's how we're going to fix her up there. I can't log out of this, can I? There was something I wanted to check, but I've already forgotten it because now I realize I can't back out. Oh, so we have to add Yi Sing at the end of it, huh? Unsurprisingly, Don Quixote is also teaching her about Ren. I guess we don't need the message. Tis true that a station of teaching is prone to imbue one with a sense of bashfulness. I forgot to check what the name of your class was. Sinclair and Zishun both sat with a bit of an apprehension as well. Oh, I remember now. I wanted to look if there were achievements tied to this. Which is understandable given what Sword told them sometime before the lesson started. Some time ago. Utis, who'd been glaring daggers at Don Quixote for a good while, finally decided to voice her doubts to Sword. So what is Don Quixote, that woman, supposed to be teaching? Have you not considered that her usual flippancy might only cause more trouble than it's worth? You worry too much, Utis. While she may not look it, Don Quixote is extremely well versed in those adventure tales. And why would any of that matter? Have you yourself considered that fixes often appear when history is in the making? No, she hasn't. Let us see here. Don Quixote took a second to savor the moment, as though she had been preparing her whole life for it, then continued. Amongst the greatest fixers whose honoured names were engraved in history, verily, let us commence this lesson with a tale of the fixer Yue Fei. This tale beginneth in the year... Sometime later. Are you done? Just how can she continue to talk at such length? She's been going for ages. Thus cometh the time to test thy dedication to this class and thy knowledge that should naturally come with it. A pop quiz if thou wilt. But she even time to find the time to prepare this. I can assure thee, 'tis a quiz entirely reasonable difficulty if thou hast paid attention in class, were thee not? Does this pop quiz have prizes? But of course I came prepared for such inquiries. For each corrector, I shall bestow upon thee, from thy very treasure chest of mine, these precious, precious fixer badges. Forsooth, I did not let a single day go by with I did not polish each and every one on 3 separate occasions at the very least. I don't know, I don't really need them. Heh. Hold thine applause, for there is a bonus reward for the victor, who by the end of this matter carries more badges. Thou shalt attain the role of a protagonist in this theatrical play of my making. Fixer Chronicles Yue Fei. 'Tis an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm still not really... It's not doing anything for either of us. It's still a pretty useless reward, but if you're turning this into a competition, I won't lose. Seriously? What, scared you'll lose? Is history your weakness or something? I'll have you know I was the teacher's pet in every single history class I took. And I'll have you know that I was, no matter the subject, showered with praise from every master I ever had. Okay, if that's how you want to play it. I'll have you know I was a prodigy in other classes too. I did great in art classes, pretty good in math too. I was just being humble because I didn't want to steal your thunder, Zishun. Don Quixote's getting the audience she wants by the infighting. Oh, then let me tell you that I was trained in the mastery of at least 10 different disciplines every single day. And on one of those days, you know what one of my masters told me? He said, looks like Miss Zishun's finally getting a feel of how friendships close in age are forged in school. Maybe that's what what's his face was planning when he made Sinclair into a fellow student. That's good. No matter how excellent our masters were, there are some experiences you just can't learn from teachers. I tick-tocked in response. 'Tis year 505. What is the historical community's consensus on most illustrious battle that fixer Yue Fei is said to have partaken in? Allow me to impart thee a major clue. If thou hast paid attention as I discoursed upon the 5 pillages, which fixer Yue Fei was mentioned, this should not be a difficult question to answer. The Honourable Fixer of Cerulean Heaven, who obtained triumph in the Battle of Rhino Tree in the year 465, hath said what was the worst of 4 ordeals she had to face in her career. I've got it! It's when she had to forge onward, despite watching her dear comrades fall one by one as they held the line to buy her time. Damn it, I was too slow. Fire, young Zishun! Tao incorrect? Honourable Fixer of Cerulean Heavens is recorded to have testified that the worst ordeal in her career was when we were forced to stand before her enemies with hair that was not luscious, as the supply line breakage caused her regular delivery of nutritional supplements to cease. What thou hast suggested, young Zishun, was her 17th most difficult ordeal. No, she might very well have been alive at the time. She's speaking like she was actually there. Thine impression is quite understandable, for I am trained in the ways of vividly regaling these tales, but most of these are tales I have learned from books. Much did I anticipate an opportunity to regale these tales to such an audience, enough to study the ways of minstrels. There was a clear look of pride in her twinkling eyes. Time certainly flies when hearing the tales of exciting adventures, as she poses dramatically. Be passionate and dream on, Fixer-Tails! Okay, that's the name. +4 +4 +10 +4 +4 +10. What was the secret technique Honorable Fixer Lysander employed in his resolution of the case of the Fey Forest? Speak its name in full! I've got it. It's a Summer Night Fantasia. Yet I cannot let pass such an unmotivated retelling of his super ultimate move. Hardly could one internalize the true noble spirit of Fixers by simply reciting it with such apathy. Thou must recreate the exact pose and enunciation. Are you kidding me? Oh. Come on, you can do this, Zishun. You can do this. This is nothing. Illusions of a midsummer night shall devour thee whole. Summer Night Fantasia! Don Quixote in the corner. I'm so proud. Thine enunciation was quite shaky upon the word delusions, yet thou hast demonstrated sufficient courage. Thus I bestow upon thee this badge. I grow tired of this nonsense. Just how much longer are you planning to drag this on? Thus muttered the hero, then declared, I shall tear this evil storm asunder and find a place for this blade at the centre of thy heart. Oh. Okay, for a moment I thought that she was trash-talking Don Quixote to her face, but no, this is a recount. Dante, lights, left side. Gotcha. Don Quixote, who was watching Sinclair and Jia Zishun's two-person play, silently wiped her tears away. Bravo, bravo! Certain minor details were missed, such as Yufei the Fixer was left-handed and he had a habit of playing with a lighter in his left pocket before every duel, yet 'twas a wonderful reenactment indeed. I've no other critiques to impart upon thee. When faced with great adversity in thine adventures, rekindle the memory of Yufei the Fixer's final duel. Remember it well. Thus cometh to an end the lessons of today. It was just for a moment, but I think I'm starting to get it. I get why she's so obsessed with Fixers. Oh, I've already lost my Zishun voice because I've been so busy doing Don Quixote. Clutched tightly in Zishun's hands were the badges Don Quixote had gifted to her. And she poses dramatically during the lesson. Time certainly flies when hearing the tales of exciting adventures. Jia Zishun grew, Ji Yong grew, but because we had to do Yi Seng in slot 3, we don't finish upgrading her. I had a very precious time learning to converse with my inner self. And now we have Forced. What was Z again? Oh, Z is speaking when not needed will lose you people. Not speak. It was the one about speaking and not speaking. Okay, it's about time we started training on something else. Oh, I see. We're only allowed so many... We can't issue people more than once per day. They just gave it to us for free on the first day because Yi sang. Okay. I guess... I'm going to have to break this up. Wow, this is going to be locked into a single episode, isn't it? I'm going to have to do this whole thing in one take. There's no time for breaks, so I guess until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. You know what? When they do launch the Bokgak, I probably will redo that first episode, because then it can be with audio and music rather than me just having to go through the whole thing. But yeah, I'm cutting episode now.